Hi, Ro.
Hi, Justine.
We're recording.
Yay.
Thanks so much for doing this with me today.
Of course. I thought it would be so fun just for me too, just because I need like experience and exposure putting myself out there. So I asked the universe to show me, and here we go.
Here we go. Awesome. So I want to see, can you hold up the deck you've made in the Oracle card
My
course?
deck. This is my deck of 39. Yeah.
They're really gorgeous.
I
They're
love them so
glossy.
much.
Did
Yeah,
you put gloss on
I
them?
did. After I was all done, it was like I gotta preserve it somehow. So I glossed them over.
Awesome. What did you end up using?
Just the acrylic varnish.
Perfect.
I was going to use the spray paint, but then I thought, no, I have acrylic varnish. I'll use that.
I like it. It looks really nice and smooth and
Yeah,
professional.
and they smell good.
Oh, good. Are there words on them now too?
Well, no, I only put them on the back so that when I'm reading for people, they know
Yeah.
what it is. So
It
I know
looks
what I don't have to look at the words to know what they are, which is
mhm.
amazing to me.
Because you've gotten used to them.
Well, they kind of came by themselves and they knew. It's like they named themselves.
Yeah.
So, and I
Yeah.
didn't, I thought, oh, how am I going to remember what they are? But it's like, I knew. It's like
Hmm.
they told me, and then just looking at them and just going through them, I knew.
That is so cool. They really are
Yeah.
alive, aren't they?
Yeah, very much so. So much
Mhm.
energy, so much vibration, so much so that I carry them around with me wherever I go. And they're like always in my
That's,
pocket or in my purse or in my backpack. Yeah.
that is so cool. Do you have something that you wrap them with?
Not really. I just carry them in like this, um, I
Oh,
don't know what
yeah.
you call this thing. And then I
Hmm.
put it in this plastic thing so it doesn't get all messed up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So how has it been? I mean, let's go back to
Okay.
when you found me through my painting workshop, my
Yes.
intuitive painting workshop.
From Alexis. Is it
That's right.
Alexis? Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
cool.
you did a yearly reading for me with your cards, which have been
That's
spot
right.
on so far. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
Um,
Except we didn't predict Corona.
oh, yeah, exactly. I know. I thought about that with those readings. Oh my gosh.
But I don't think we
Um,
were supposed to know. I think we're just supposed to, you know, be where we are and accept it
mhm,
as it is.
yeah. And you jumped in the middle of the pandemic and committed to creating your own card deck and doing this 6-week course with me,
Right.
which
You
is
had
massive.
offered, yeah, you offered, I think it was you and Taylor. You were like, oh, we're going to do an intuitive painting
That's
on
right.
Monday. Come join us. And I was like, okay. And then that first painting that I did, like, really spoke to me because it, like, kept going on and it, like, really, like, told me a big story. So it's like, wow, this is something that I have to look into. I mean, I
Hmm.
had been doing intuitive painting before, but not like what you had offered. Not like nothing emerged like what I took when I took your class. So that was like, oh, wow.
Wow. Well, thanks for joining because I wouldn't do it if no one showed up. So
Yeah, it
thank
was fun though
you.
because there was a lot of people that day too.
That was like the biggest um group we've had. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and so tell me like what you were thinking when you decided to do the course in the beginning. Did any kind of nervous feelings come up, or I know you mentioned something about it. I mean, it was a 6-week program. And going from
Yeah.
0 to 100 is in that short amount of time. What came up for
So
you?
in the beginning, it was like a lot of excitement because actually I had a lot of excitement throughout the whole process. But since I'm an abstract painter, I was like, what's really going to come out of this thing, because I don't like paint pictures that show like anything that you can see, right? So it was like, is it really going to like say anything? I mean, is it, what's going to happen? Because I'm going to be like doing these abstract paintings and nobody's going to see anything. So, but you know, after a while, you just kind of let go, because you have to remember that you're different from everybody else. You're not supposed to be the same as everybody else. I'm not supposed to be the same as Mo and painting like Shara, because those paintings were amazing. And I thought, mine doesn't look anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as we went on and you did the meditations, the words came. And then like when I was doing the paintings with you guys, the pictures came too. So you could see that, you know, like this painting here was breathe.
Mm.
So it was like they named themselves, and, you know, and I thought, oh my gosh, 6 weeks. There's no way we're going to finish in 6 weeks. What am I going to have to make up at the end to you know, pretend I did something? But I didn't have to pretend, because they were there. They just, we finished like with good time, and we all like finished.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the ones that I was worried about, I can't remember her name, but I was like, oh my gosh, she's not going to finish. But she finished too. We
Yeah,
all finished at the same time.
I
It's
know.
like
I
so cool.
know. It really was. We all were in this creative bubble together, and it just, we were all supporting each other. I think that the collective energy helped, we all helped
Right?
each other birth
Yeah.
this
So
whole
yeah,
deck.
even though there was a lot of self-doubt during the 6 weeks, by the time we had interviewed Keith, I had been like talking to Shara and Mo, and I said, I don't feel like, I said, I told them, I said, I finally start feeling like I'm an individual, like I know that I'm supposed to be different from everybody else. And then Heath had said something in his interview that was like, we're not supposed to be the same. We're supposed to all be different. And then Mo was like, there's your message right there. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was cool.
it was cool. And you found Heath for me, for all of
Yeah.
us.
Well, because I had seen his cards on Instagram, and I was like, those are some really cool, you know, they're not like your typical oracle cards. They're
Yeah.
just cards of affirmation. And
Mm-hmm.
like he said, we don't have to be the same.
That
They're
was a
not meant to
powerful.
be the same. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if anyone's watching this, Heath Armstrong is the creator of the sweet ass affirmation deck from Rage Create. So if you look up Rage Create or Heath Armstrong on Instagram or online, you'll find him. He's
Right.
awesome. And you can watch
Yeah.
the interview we did on my website, justineserebrin.com. So tell me now, what are you doing with the cards, and how are they working in the world, and how are you sharing them?
Oh, sharing publicly wasn't something that I was going to do initially. I didn't think that I could do it because, you know, I'm such a newbie painter. I still call myself a newbie painter, even though it's been like since 2016. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I love my cards so much that I wanted everyone to see it. So I started posting one card a day for 39 days on my Instagram page. And then I think on my Facebook page too. So one card a day for 39 days. I shared one card with the message that I got from it. So I've gotten a lot of good feedback from that. So everybody was like, you should make some cards from that. I'm like, well, don't really know how, but I'll figure it out and we'll go from there. So
Yeah, yeah. And we're going to hit on more of that kind of next step, more advanced level in the intensive intuitive artist mastery code course.
yeah,
So I'm excited that you're going to be in that with us.
but I did like scan them to Photoshop so that I could like eventually start altering them somehow to make my own cards, or upload them to a site so I can make my own cards.
Yes.
So yeah,
Awesome.
that's how
Awesome.
much I love them so much. I want to share them with everybody.
Oh, good. And be sure to, this is just because I don't know if I've told you this yet, but if anyone, I recently heard this um, from, was it Matt Hendricks, who's been the manager of Earth Ultra Studio, my tattoo studio, and Sunny
Mm-hmm.
Lenarduzzi, who's a business coach. And they both said, make sure that you save your files in 3 different places. So
Oh, that's a
save
good
them,
idea.
yeah. So put them on a drive, like 2 different drives, one on site and one off site. So one at your house and one at your studio, or like, like find 2 places that are safe to keep them, and then have them in the Google Drive or some cloud digital thing that's storing them as well.
That's a good
So 3
idea.
different places,
That's a really good idea.
just in case anything happened to one.
Just in case my bonfire.
Stop saying that, no. No. Uh, um, yeah,
It's not going to
so
happen.
no. Cancel, clear, delete, universe.
Right.
um, what has been? Are you giving readings
Yes.
to
And
anyone?
they've been
What is that
not,
like?
I haven't been like doing too many, but if people ask me, I'll pull a card for them, or, just try to gain some clarity for what they're looking for. And so far, I've just been asking my intuition to like lead me and guide me, and it's been pretty spot on. At first it was like, you hear the little crazy things that they're saying, but then when you say them out loud, they're like, how did you know that? Or how did you, how nobody would ever know that. How would you know that that's, what I was thinking or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
the intuitive hits are starting to come easier for me because I'm allowing them to come. And just my filter has always been broken. So now it's like really like spitting stuff out that you wouldn't really think that they needed to know, but they're like, yeah, I needed to know that. So
That's a huge part of it, is trusting yourself and the wisdom that's coming through, and having that building up the confidence to just, this is what's coming through. Take it or
yeah,
leave it.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then just not filtering I don't filter as much as I used to or I don't filter as much when I'm reading as I do when I'm just like talking to, people that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to watch what you say to others because they don't align with you. So
Mm-hmm. I found that the cards really create this safe, sacred space to be able to have really deep conversations, right? You
yes,
wouldn't normally
yes,
get into. And
yeah,
it really, for me, has enriched my relationships with strangers, and my way of connecting with people
right,
on a deeper level. And have you had
yeah.
that too? Yeah.
I always like talking to people, but then when they find out that, I like some things that are way out there that are really woo woo, I can tell they'll either shy away and just like leave the conversation where it is, or they'll want more. They'll want me to talk about it some more. So
Mm.
I'm open to talking about, what I love, and, if you want a reading, I'll give you a reading. So
Hmm. Did you have any background in, anything official in any way, artistically or spiritually?
no, none. Well, just artistically, I've only been doing painting since like late 2016, November of 2016. So I still consider myself a newbie artist. There's still so
Mhm.
much for me to learn out there. And like, you do watercolor. So I dabbled in watercolors while we did the intuitive paintings with you. Um, there's, just like the markers and just different things that I still need to learn. I do a lot of like collage stuff. I love collage. And other than that, as far as like doing readings and um, stuff like that, I've only like played with the oracle played. I only used the oracle cards on myself, not really for anybody else until I made my own deck. So I haven't like done anything like that for anybody else until after I finished my cards.
Wow. Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
So, what would you share with someone who is considering diving into this sacred art making process that may be a little nervous or unsure that they even have, any intuitive abilities or any artistic ability at all? What would you say to that?
Do it,
Yeah.
because it's so much fun just to create with other people, to be with other people who are like-minded and who can give you like solid advice and guide you. You were very instrumental with opening me up to with the meditations. That really honed my intuition. And I like to listen to the replays, because when we go into the meditations, it's very powerful to be guided to that place where you can see things, and then where they show you, where your higher self shows you or spirit shows you. So there's no need to be like afraid, because you have guided us. From our course was only 6 weeks. I don't know how long the master class is going to be, but our course was 6 weeks from start to finish, and you guided us from day one, and then through all the intuitive paintings that we did, and through all the just the times that we spent together painting and doing our cards. You were very instrumental in how we how we all of our card designs are not the same. Like I can't remember her name, but hers was like very intricate. Some of them had like intricate cuttings, the way that they were cut. Yes, Kim.
Swan, yeah.
They were very intricate, and that
Mm-hmm.
took a lot of time, I'm sure. And then Shara's was the honeycomb, and how hers came out in a pattern. And then mine initially were triangles, but that didn't work out right. Like, this is not going to work out for me. So I still have all the triangles, so I might try to just use those to like make cards for my friends, and then just mail them as individual
that's a great idea.
oracle readings. So
that's a really cool idea.
So there's nothing to be afraid about. I mean, it was so much fun. It was so much fun just to get in touch with yourself, and to let yourself, your soul, speak through the cards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now there's so much more to do with them. Right. It just keeps like going on and growing like with readings next? And yeah.
Right.
So what's next?
And
what were you going to say?
What's next? My card for today that I pulled for myself was to emerge. So
really?
to stop hiding. Yeah. I'm always like trying to play small and like blend into the background. Well, Spirit says you don't have time for that anymore. So I'm good.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
I'm not afraid anymore to speak my truth and share what I know, or share what I can share with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. See, how would you feel about doing a reading for all of us to close out our talk today?
Oh, that's hard. On the spot.
Just a one card pull.
Just a one card pull. Let's see what Spirit has to say for us
for today. Anyone watching the replay, for us today.
Your card for today is to use your intuition. Is to allow your intuition to come through, and to believe that what Spirit is telling you is what it wants you to know today, and to trust it. Because I didn't trust it for a long time, so it lay dormant. And now, I listen to the nudges, and, even if somebody asks you, what do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? You know where you want to go. You have to speak up.
You're right.
So
you're so right.
Speak up. Use your intuition. It's always talking to you.
You're so right. And practicing it with something as simple as deciding what you want to eat with somebody. I
Right,
mean,
right.
you do know, and so many times we just say, I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Wherever you want to go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that wisdom today.
That was fun. This is fun. This is fun for me. So it brings me joy. So
I'm so
hope it
happy.
brings others who are taking your class joy also.
Thank you. I'm so excited for this next chapter, and you're going to be a part of it. And if anyone else is, just DM me or connect with me on at justineserebrin.com. And how do we find you, Ro?
I'm on Instagram at the Soulful Artist 13.
The Soulful Artist 13 on
Yes.
Instagram. Yes. And then you can see all of her posts with all of her 39 cards and the incredible messages that you channeled. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you,
Thank you,
Ro. With
Justine.
all
Thank
my
you.
heart and soul. I just adore you. I'm so
I
grateful.
love you.
I love you
Thank you
too.
so much.
It's
Thank
going
you
to be
for
a good
allowing me to
chapter.
emerge today.
Yes, you're so welcome. Thank you for taking the courageous leap into exploring what was in your soul.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see what else comes out, because now it's like you've unleashed the beast.
Yes, that's my job.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Ro.
I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.